Okay, this is a demonstration on how to measure DC voltage in an electric circuit using a 6.5 digit multimeter, which you see right in front of you. The first thing you want to do is press the power button, and you'll notice as soon as it turns on, it's set up to measure DC voltage. You see there's DC volts right here. Right now the voltage is jumping around, and that's because we're just measuring ambient voltage in the atmosphere. Here's how you connect the probes. These are called probes. The other end of the probes look like this. Like there's a red one and there's a black one right there. For voltage, you make sure that you connect the red into where it says input volts ohms, and that says diode continuity. Make sure it's on the left side. Then make sure also the black probe goes into the left side also of the low side of the low connector that you see right there. To measure voltage across a resistor, what we have right here is a series circuit consisting of a resistor. You see the color code is red, red, brown, and there's an LED and it's lit up. I have a power supply that's providing the DC voltage of 10 volts, and there's about 34 milliamps going into the circuit. To measure voltage, you want to go on both sides of the device you're trying to measure. In this case, I'm going to measure the resistor voltage, so I go on, touch the low side with a negative probe and the high side with a positive probe. Notice that the red probe is connected across to the red connecting lead of the power supply. So we have positive negative connection. So we look at the power supply, and it says it's about 7.55 volts. We'll move back down to the diode. Like this, okay. Right now I'm touching both sides of the LED, the light emitting diode. Again, it's positive on the high side, negative on the low side. And notice there's a black strip right here that connects back to the negative side of the power supply. And when we look at the meter, we see it's about 2.44 volts. To measure overall circuit voltage, I can move the positive terminal up to connect the resistor, and so now it's connecting across the entire circuit. And notice that it's about 9.99 volts DC measured across the circuit. You might ask, well, where did the small voltage, where did you lose that small amount of voltage from the 10 volts? And this instrumentation is so accurate that that difference is actually the small amount of voltage you lose in the wire connection from the power supply here to the electric circuit that you have right there. So that's how you measure voltage.